All right, everyone, hello. Welcome to number 201 again, Jade, Barroth, and our 20th anniversary Monster Hunter Countdown. First appearance, Monster Hunter Portable Third. We're going to be fighting him here in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. A little bit of a shame. I mean, I guess I should be fighting more things in Portable Third, but I guess it's kind of nice seeing their G-rank version. Sometimes there's a little bit of a change one way or the other, but I mean, the credit has to be given to Portable Third. They did subspecies right. I mean, they set the tone really going forward. Amazing looking set. Oh, I love the 3U armor set so much. Good looking weapon too. Beautiful looking stuff, man. I mean, this is premium Monster Hunter armor and weapon design. Weapon's not bad. I don't think the armor is that good. I'll show you the armor skills in a second, but the greatsword's fine. I know there's always the tendency to like, oh, I just want to max out my raw, but yeah, sometimes it's fun to have element on there, even if it's not ideal. It's got earplugs on it, which does work against normal Jade Barroth. That's helpful. It has adrenaline, which we don't take advantage of, unfortunately. Ice Attack 2, which doesn't do anything. Defense up. It was a real pain in the ass to actually get attack up small and defense up together at the same time because they like counteract each other, but we just barely got it. And we will be using the Dire Morales hammer. Hit zones, great. Fire hit zones all around. Surprisingly good thunder as well. Raw, pretty much just got to hit the front legs, although that should come as little to no surprise to you. Man, 35% fire on the head with no ices. Kind of cracked. Most disappointing thing overall, status, not good. I mean, blast is great, because of course it is. But poison, I feel like, should be better. I mean, he is a brute wyvern. 3U generally had the thing where if you were a brute, you took a lot more poison. I mean, I guess his max tolerance in poison is relatively low. Stun is fine. Sleep and paralysis, he gets resistant to fairly quickly. So big changes over your normal Barroth. Well, he doesn't have mud. He's got snow. Snow globs. That's what I think it's called in his item description. If he hits you with one of them, depending on the type of attack, you'll actually get encased in snow, just like you get encased in mud. I'll show that off in a bit. Otherwise, probably the most major thing is just the way his behavior changes when he does a charge. He doesn't go in a straight line. He's some crazy U-turn looking stuff. And especially if you're playing Hammer, and Hammer I think is a particularly good demonstration here, you'll see that if you try to greet out a charge, you do not move fast enough in the charge animation to very effectively move out of the way. And so I think that's neat. I mean, again, Portable Third was the first game where it's like, it's not just going to be a different color and have a slight AI difference. They're like, it's going to be different moves, different AI, different attributes, everything else like that. And it really did set the stage. So even though we're playing 3U, I want you in your brain, astrally project yourself in a Monster Hunter Portable Third. That team did a great job. I will again harken back to my concept of oops, all subspecies. Someday, one day when we approach the utopia, that's what we'll get. Only because it's like normally subspecies are your normal monster, but harder and or more interesting in some way. There are some subspecies that are a step back. When we encounter them, I'll talk about them. But for the most part, they're all pretty much just straight, more interesting versions. So here he is reapplying his snow. It's actually a little annoying. I think he takes less fire damage when the snow's on, which is a little weird. I mean, that's another change, of course, from Barroth. Barroth, you do water damage to his mud, and then you do fire damage to his actual body. This one, the snow is actually almost kind of working as an effective armor of his, in addition to being, an offensive thing as well. Interesting thing about emulating Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. If you're trying to do that round spinning bludgeon move into a golf swing, it's like really hard. Normally it's like after like 4 or 5 rotations, you just push the button and you're good, but something about the emulation, that move gets a little a little messed up. I might eventually try and switch over to doing the 3DS version, which, by the way, rip everything. Servers are officially dead. 3DS servers are dead. Wii U servers are dead. I don't know why that's okay. I mean, it's okay that they didn't want to pay for them anymore. I understand that. I appreciate that. But, you know, at least as far as the PC space goes, by the way, I just broke off his little crown there. You can only break it off with impact damage. In the PC space, it used to always be, oh, here's the game, and then, oh, here's a way to run the server. It'd be like you and your buddies, you'd be like, I'm going to run a Half-Life 2 server, and they'd hop in your Half-Life 2 room, and, like, that would be it. I think that would be nice, you know. It's not, I don't think it's asking for too much. I mean, if they don't, again, I don't expect for people to be like, you release the game, you got to run the multiplayer servers from now until forever. But if you're going to take it down from a practical standpoint, you know, you've lost value in the software that you purchased back in the day. You expected for it to keep all of its features. At least let us be able to run servers. By the way, this is a secret area. You can only get here with Jade, Barroth, and Devil Joe, to my recollection. A lot of people may not see this area if they don't exhaustively fight Jade, Barroth, or Devil Joe. I think it's kind of neat. They went through all the work to create an area that many people will never see. Or at least a lot of people will never see. He's a good fight overall. I like Jade Barroth. He looks good. A lot of his weapons are pretty good. Armor's not amazing, but, I mean, that's fine. It at least looks really good. The fight is good, though. It's 3U, so things hit relatively hard, and also the monsters still have a lot of life. Like, it would be funny to go through and just do, like, a time analysis for all these monsters in the series. And just see how much longer all the 3U monsters take. I mean, I guess I could be a little slime butt boy, but there's no fun there. Okay, Jade Barroth Cortex. The solid ice-covered cortex of a Jade Barroth. The frosty coating is surprisingly strong. Jade Barroth Crown. The heavy scalp of a Jade Barroth from a frozen land. Can break through solid ice. Jade Barroth Shine. A thick ice-covered portion of a Jade Barroth's backplate. Hard to obtain, but highly valuable. And the weirdest one, Frozen Glob. A frozen cluster of Jade Barroth fluids mixed with snow? Jade Barroth Talon. The sharp frozen claw of a Jade Barroth. So cold, a single touch causes intense pain. You weren't that painful, Jade Barroth. I like you. And I'm glad you existed. Sorry you didn't make it in the top 200. Unlike maybe Great Gyros up next in Monster Hunter World. He's cool. He's a cool little guy. But not as cool as you, the viewers. Thanks again for watching. I love you. Goodbye.